And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Come on, everybody. Here we go.
106 miles to Chicago. We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
Oh, boys! I'm back!
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Film Box Podcast, the greatest movie podcast on planet Earth, if I do say so myself. I'm your host, Aaryn Souza. I'm joined today on a duo cast episode with Connor. It is a good day. You know it's a good day when it's just the two of us because Sam's on vacation and we have to pull something out of our ass to do to try and fill an episode.
Okay, Sam is our spirit. Without him,
Yes.
we're just two souls just wandering.
Yes, Sam is like the glue that keeps all of our episode in focus, and without him,
He is our
we
northern
get-
light.
yeah, without Sam, we get the Sharknado episode, which was
It was awesome, but
totally out there. I love it though. So today we have decided, as the title will suggest, to do a little tier list. We're going to be tier listing the 25 most popular films on Letterboxd from the 2020s. So this is what the community thinks is the 25 most popular based on Letterboxd sorting filters, minus a couple that we have not seen collectively, like either one or both of us have not seen. So we just wanted to add in, like, we wanted to make sure this tier list was all movies that we had seen, and there was only like 3, I think, total that we hadn't either. One, neither of us have seen, and then 2, I had not seen.
Mhm.
So we just kind of pushed those along and moved the next 4 in. So technically it's the top, 29, but it's okay. But that's going to be really fun. There's a lot of interesting movies on there. So, yeah, let's get into it. But first, before we do all that, we got to talk about what we've been watching lately. And I guess Sam's not here to kick us off, which is weird. So I guess I'll go first. Unless you want to. Okay.
No, I was counting
great
my movies.
audio content.
I want you to go first.
Okay.
He's just shaking
great.
my head.
Yeah, great audio content of Connor shaking his head at me in complete silence. All right, so I have seen, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 films since we last recorded, which is wild because I took a almost 6-day break between watching movies on Letterboxd. That doesn't mean I hadn't seen movies, but I hadn't actually gone through and watched a movie to completion in 6 full days. I would put something on to go to sleep. What are you laughing about?
Just the phrase "to completion" is. I brought this movie to completion.
Ew, gross.
I'm sorry. You said it,
man.
not me.
I did say it. Well, all right, fair enough. So anyways, let's run down what I've seen. So, hitting off on my random movies generated, I watched And Justice for All, which Al Pacino, 1979. I enjoyed it. Very interesting legal drama. What's interesting is that it's billed as just a straight up and down legal drama type, but it's funny. It's played like a comedy, but it's not billed as a comedy. I would argue though that it is a legal drama comedy because it is
La drama,
as you would say. It was entertaining in that way. So that was good. And then same day did a double feature, and I don't know why, of The Perks of Being a Wallflower. Apparently I just wanted to be sad. So I did that. And that was good. It's a great movie. One of the best coming of age films I've seen. So great film.
It won our coming of age movie bracket way back when.
way back when. You're right. I forgot about that.
It's the only thing I could think about when I watched that movie.
I totally forgot. It's been how many episodes since we did that? Like 90, 80?
It's gotta be.
Jesus. That's hurts my brain. Follow that up. Em and I watched Father of the Bride, the Steve Martin comedy. That's a classic. I enjoyed the hell out of watching that one. And then follow that up, watched in the evening, just to kind of chill after a long day, I watched Midnight Run, which was that's just so good. You know, De Niro in a comedy, in action comedy, you cannot beat that. I have been on a hefty De Niro run as of late. I've seen a lot of his stuff. I don't know why. I just love watching him on screen.
It's a good thing we just did our draft for him.
I know, right? We just talked about De Niro. I've been watching a lot of De Niro. It's like De Niro's just in my life right now.
Yeah, good old Bob is implanted in your brain.
Yeah, literally. Next, the big picture, as we talked about last week, they're doing their 25 for 25 films, recapping the 25, what they believe are the 25 best films of the last 25 years. And so their whole thing too is, you know, if you're unfamiliar with it, is they're going through and picking these 25 movies and they're limiting it to one per director. So the first episode was Michael Clayton. Episode 2 was The Handmaiden by Park Chan-wook, which is interesting because they did not choose Old Boy for the Park Chan-wook film. They instead chose The Handmaiden. And so I watched it. Sean Fennessey on Twitter said it was this one was for the sickos. I hadn't seen it before. Watched it, and it's definitely for the sickos. It's a crazy movie. Mm-hmm. Very, very good. Very stylistic. Looks beautiful. Tells a really engaging story. But it is about a lesbian relationship between these two young Japanese women. One is a kind of a con artist that fakes her way into becoming a maid in order to con this family out of their money. And
handmaiden, if you will.
Yes, the handmaiden. And the other young Japanese lady is basically being held captive by her pervert uncle, who makes her read very sexual stories. Basically, literature porn. And so it's wild, and but it is really an excellent film, and it explores the intimate relationship between these two women, and how that develops, and like their escape from their male oppressors, I guess. So it's very, very good. But yeah, no, be prepared for a lot of sex and nudity and just kind of general grossness at times if you're going to watch it. Follow that up with a good old triple feature. Started with My Dead Friend Zoe, which is a war film, brand new, just came out. I will be reviewing that for the website. Ed Harris, Morgan Freeman in it. Honestly, I was very surprised. I was not expecting much from this movie. It's like it's another dramedy type, but it deals with PTSD in a serious but lighthearted way, which I think is really effective. And I'll tell you what, Ed Harris, man, he just rocks, dude. That dude can act like it's no one's business. And then, in order to do this tier list correctly, I had to see a film I had not seen yet, which was After Sun from 2022. Jesus, dude, oh man.
We'll get to it.
Oh man, we will get to it. That movie. Oh man.
Yeah, it's heavy.
It is heavy. That's a good way to put it. But then that night, I had an experience. So again, if you don't know, or if you're not following the big picture, the Rewatchables, the Ringer, the Bill Simmons brand, they are doing a film festival this weekend in Boston. the Rewatchables Film Festival. And Ev and I decided just on a whim, like, yeah, let's go. We're going to go see, we're going to go to one of the showings. And I also didn't realize, too, last night they did a live show for the Rewatchables where they did Good Will Hunting in Boston on Thursday night.
Oh, man.
And man, if I had known ahead of time, I would have gone, and I would have taken you and said, let's just take the day off Friday and just go to this show. But that's neither here nor there. So we were looking at the lineup, and it was a lot of bangers. The lineup was a lot of bangers, and we decided on today, or technically yesterday, to do the 9:45 showing of Heat for the film festival, which not only was just a standard showing of Heat, but also had Bill Simmons, Sean Fennessey, and Chris Ryan. They were there, and they came out on stage and talked about Heat for a good 15-20 minutes. And, you know, we got to hear about how that film was basically the origin of the Rewatchables podcast, because they decided to do an episode surrounding Heat because they were just constantly quoting the film Heat back in the early days of the Bill Simmons podcast. So, like, why don't we just do an episode on the Bill Simmons podcast about Heat? And it became a phenomenon. They started a whole podcast about it. They've since reviewed Heat, I think they said 3 or 4 times on the podcast. And it's the 30th anniversary of the film this year.
Mm-hmm.
So that was just an amazing experience. First off, seeing that film, I hadn't seen that film in years. And seeing it on the big screen at the Coolidge Corner Theater was an experience second to none. It was an experience I don't think I'll have again in a very long time. It was just incredible. The crowd was basically a sold out crowd. So it was a packed theater. And the movie was great. We didn't get back to the hotel room until 1:30.
This is in
but
the
it was
morning, too.
Yes, 1:30 in the morning. And but it was just an amazing experience. It was really, really cool to see, 3 guys that I truly, truly admire there. It's one thing to listen to them speak, but to actually see them there in front of you and be in the same theater as them, experiencing a film like that on the big screen as it's meant to be, that is an experience I will remember for the rest of my life. M had not seen Heat before, so she was looking forward to it. Unfortunately, the guy in front of her was blocking half of her view for most of the movie.
Aw.
She got to half. I think is like a bit stretching it, but the guy literally, this dude was like, he would just be like sitting, and he was a fairly taller gentleman. So she would like she was on the end of the row, so she would like have to lean around to see. But then he would just like be standing up, and then he'd just like lean way to the left in front of her view, and then lean back, and then lean a little bit, and it's just like he wouldn't sit still the whole movie, which was sucked for M, but she got to experience it. She still got to experience it and see the film.
You didn't offer to switch seats?
I did multiple times.
Okay.
I did. And she was like, no, I'm fine. I was like, just switch seats. I can see over the top of this man. But no,
see,
she didn't want to switch
as the
seats,
boyfriend, you should have tapped him on the shoulder and then just knocked him out.
I was tempted. Well, I was also
Excuse
tempted
me,
because
sir.
boom, bam. No, I was also tempted though, because like I had a great view between him and another guy where I was like fully locked in. But I also had to, because this dude kept moving, I had to like shift my view. So I had to just be like, like moving back and forth, like trying to every like 2 minutes, this dude was adjusting, and it was driving me nuts.
For why? Like,
But-
why do you have to like move that much
don't know.
during a movie?
It was crazy.
It's not like
and speaking of moving, I have never in my life seen the amount of people get up to go walk back and forth down the hallway in my life. It was like every 3 minutes there was someone getting up and going down the hall to go to the lobby to get something to. It was literally for almost 3 hours. It was like consistently every couple minutes someone was getting up. It was nuts. But still, 10 out of 10 experience, would absolutely go back. The film festival is happening throughout the weekend. The three guys are going to be there for a few different showings, including the Sunday Eve showing of The Departed, which is like a 4 o'clock or a 6 o'clock show, which, again, I'm very tempted to just buy a ticket for to go see The Departed with those guys. I don't know, man. It's just an amazing experience. And, to see those guys in person, again, 3 people that I really, truly look up to and admire, was something I will remember forever. So that's what I've seen lately. Connor, what about you?
What are you drinking first?
Oh, I've got water, and in the spirit of doing things correctly, I have a Sprite Zero Sugar Cherry Lime.
Nice.
Opening it up.
Got the chills there.
All right. Now let's run down what you've been watching.
Yeah, I saw a lot. I saw 11 movies since it's been a while. It's been since last Thursday.
It has.
So started off, I watched The Host and Strange Darling in the same day because we had talked about it last time. I think that you and me went to your movie guy, picked up some DVDs, and I picked up The Host from him, and he charged me a little extra for it because he was like, "No, this is one of my favorites." And
how much? How much is that little extra?
$3.
By the way.
It was
$3
compared to 2. I get it. He's a man of principle. And then the movie started skipping halfway through, and I was like, all right, well, I'm just going to switch to Canopy.
Honestly, that might be a DVD player thing and not a CD thing, but
it's a brand new CD player or DVD player.
Well, sometimes it just happens with those things.
I know.
So,
but again, I switched to DVD, or I switched to Canopy. But still, I love The Host. It's a great monster movie. Bong Joon-ho in his deep bag. And then Strange Darling, I picked up at Walmart while we were there because I couldn't help it.
It was on sale.
Yeah, I love Strange Darling. Kyle Gallner, Willa Fitzgerald are excellent. And then kind of like the opposite of you, how you kind of were just like in a mood of being sad. I was in a mood of wanting to be happy for once. So I watched the one time in my entire life. No, I'm kidding. I watched Soul for the first time. And that's
what? Dude, that reminds me. Before we went to the theater last night, we had like an hour or so, like 45 minutes to chill, and Soul was on TV. And so I 100% put that on. I was like, yeah.
Dude,
anyways, continue.
That movie is beautiful. I was like, I watched it at work, so like I didn't cry, but like the scene of him like when he realizes that the whole purpose of life is just to live and you don't have to, whatever you think your passion is not the reason you were put on this earth. And he's just having like the flashbacks of like all the just like the nice moments of his life, whether it was like teaching or just enjoying a breeze or enjoying the presence of like a lover. It was just beautiful.
Pixar fucking cooked.
I said in my review, this is top 3 Letterboxd or top 3 Pixar movie. It's not number 3, I'll tell you that much. And you guys can argue with the wall if you disagree.
Yeah,
I think it's Up and then Soul.
Really? No Wall-E, huh?
Wall-E's 3.
Okay. Fair
like, I would put them all in my top 25, to be honest. But that movie's incredible. And then I followed that up with Perfect Days, which, there's a bit more inherent sadness in that one, kind of like, because it's a lonely janitor. And then there's like a lot of scenes towards the end of how like his family comes back and he just doesn't connect with them. But like the director has kind of made it a point of saying like the movie's just about enjoying the beauty of the mundane. The film does a great job of capturing that. Just the way he'll like eat his lunch in nature and just appreciate how the sun shines through the trees and enjoys listening to his cassette tapes. And it's just a really beautiful film.
Good old Wim Wenders.
And then another movie like that about just appreciating life, because that was the mood. I watched Another Round, a little Mads Mikkelsen the four buddies just decide to get drunk every second of every day. That movie is just really fun, and then it takes an immediate sad turn. When I don't know if I should spoil it, but then it has it has a very memorable ending too. That I think a lot of people will recognize it for, but it's a great movie. Mm-hmm. I want to say it won the Oscar for Best International Film that year, I think. That was good. Mm-hmm. And then I finally got around to seeing Gladiator. Yeah, Ridley was in his bag on that one. Even though there were no sharks, I do have to say it's better than Gladiator 2.
Yeah, I can't believe you watched Gladiator 2 first.
Yeah. But it was so funny just thinking, like, every time they show, like, the little kid, I'm like, man, that kid's going to grow up to be Paul Mescal. He's got a whole life ahead of him.
That's a clip.
But that movie, it's like, I don't know, like, it's 2.5 hours long, but that is, like, a very hearty movie. Mm-hmm. Like, after watching it, I was like, I don't want to watch anything else today. Like, I don't even want to watch, like, a TV show. Like, I think I'm just tapped out. Mm-hmm. So then the next day I watched The Hustler, which is Paul Newman. It's like the prequel to The Color of Money, about the pool hustler. That's a great character study, too, about just a guy who thinks his whole life is one thing, and then it takes a tragedy to realize that everything he has been hoping for is wrong. It was excellent. And then I saw Death of a Unicorn, because originally that's what we were going to do today, but then some scheduling conflicts came up, so we're doing what we're doing instead. But I
don't
still
give
saw
your
it.
Thoughts. Yeah, don't give your thoughts, because we will be doing it on an episode of the Film Box. So
that's why it's still unrated for me, but I did watch it. I have been seeing a lot of people say that they're seeing like kids at this movie, which don't take your kids to an R-rated movie. Like, just because it says unicorn, it's not like a kid's movie.
No. I will say the caveat to that is, like, if you believe your kid is mature and you know what you're going into and they understand what they're watching.
I don't know, man. I think,
and it depends on the age too.
I think this is not a movie you take a kid like under 10 to.
Yeah. No, I'd say 10 is probably the right cutoff anyways to start watching R-rated. Like, once in your 11, 12, at least for me, like, I started to see those kind of like R-rated. Like, I believe I saw Unforgiven when I was like 11 or 12.
Yeah, I think
with my dad. But
when I'm a parent, I think my kid will start watching R-rated movies when they have a cell phone, which would probably be around like 11 or 12, like that age range.
Yeah.
But yeah, don't take your kids to see this under 10.
I was gonna make a joke, but it would be a really terrible, terrible joke, and I'm not gonna do it.
No, I want to hear it now.
No. I'll tell you after.
Okay, good. Remember it. Write it down so you remember.
Oh God.
It's
so bad. All right.
So then, again, in the spirit of what we're doing today, I watched the one movie that I really needed to watch, and it was Deadpool and Wolverine. And all that good vibes I had going at the start of this list, gone. Just throw it out the window. I fucking hated it. I'm so over the Deadpool shtick. It was just a slog to get through. Like, I don't know. I'm just not someone who really cared when everyone showed up. And again, maybe just seeing it like months after its release and not having that surprise. But even then, I don't care about Elektra or like old Blade showing up.
Yeah.
Or Johnny Storm.
Yeah.
Respectfully. But we had a palate cleanse. I watched Everything Everywhere All at Once. Beautiful film. We're going to talk about it more today. And then I watched The Menu again. I think that was one of the first films I reviewed for our site. And I will probably talk. We definitely will talk more about it today because it's on the list.
Yep.
So that's it. And I got me
Uh,
a Diet Coke. I'm
Oh,
cheating on
yeah.
Dr. Pepper.
Beautiful. All right, now before we get into this tier list, there's one thing that I want to talk about that we kind of mentioned before, because this week, speaking of Marvel, this week the MCU they did their cast reveal for Avengers Doomsday, or at least a partial cast review or reveal. And like, I'm not gonna run down all of the people that were announced, but I want to talk about the way in which it was announced. Because, Connor, I don't know if you're familiar with what they did, but
You go ahead. Just go ahead.
I was gonna say they spent like a solid 5+ hours,
5.5
running 5.5 hours running a live stream where they showed the chairs of all the people starring in the film one by one every 15 minutes. And man, that sucks.
You want to just talk about having a complete disrespect of everyone's time.
Yeah. It just to me indicates that like these guys know that if they don't hit on Avengers Doomsday, they are done. It's over. It's over. And they are trying everything that they can to grasp at what made Avengers Endgame great, except I don't think they understand what made it good.
The thing is, too, and I think Cinema Joe on TikTok had it the best, is that Marvel is at the point now where they're just really weaponizing nostalgia.
Yes.
Where it's not even like the best movies that they've had recently, not even the best in terms of quality, but like their box office hits have been No Way Home, nostalgia bait. Deadpool, Wolverine, nostalgia bait. And then like Doctor Strange 2, which you could say is a little bit nostalgia bait. It was more like catering to like fan theory.
Yeah.
But it's just like I don't know. I know some people were very happy to see like Patrick Stewart and Sir Ian McKellen's name like scroll by. How?
Yeah,
they're
I don't really know
mid-80s.
what they're gonna. Yeah, I don't really know what they're gonna do or how they're gonna do it or like why. But like, there's no reason. There's no other than like we need to make sure that people come out to see their favorite old characters in this movie. It's like they are disregarding actually creating a good story for just lumping as much nostalgia in to bring in the dollars.
It's like, forget about like we gave all of them a perfectly good send off. We've given like Logan, Hugh Jackman like 6 good send offs already at this point.
Yep.
We just keep bringing them back, and one of the the good jokes in Deadpool Wolverine is how it's like, no, you're stuck here until you're 90.
Yeah. Nothing is sacred.
Yeah. It's just like, it is. I mean, it's the Russo brothers, so of course, like they're not going to be able to produce a good story. But
No.
the movies, I would bet my entire, like everything I own, it's going to make $1 billion. Just because
easy.
These people show up for them.
But it's going to be a $1 billion slop. It's
Exactly.
going to be. It's just unfortunate. And
Like,
to me too, I could have forgiven all of that, all of it, if they had actually been smart about this live stream thing and put ads on it. Because like, if you were doing that to like, hey, we need some extra revenue, why don't we just do this big long live stream, monetize it, and then pull in some money to be able to turn around and use for marketing or to pay for this or pay for that, whatever. That's legitimately smart. And you could have, there were millions of people watching that live stream for 5.5 hours. If you run an ad every 4 minutes, for example, I mean, you're making millions of dollars off of that one live stream. But they didn't. All they did was just this nostalgia bait, like half get everyone excited for it, and then half the names either everyone already knew they were going to be in, or it's like, okay, well, you're spoiling a bunch of stuff for other movies and or this movie.
Yeah, like
so it's like,
for Thunderbolts, it's like everyone's
Yeah.
coming back except Taskmaster. Taskmaster, and it's like the whole plot of the whole point of the Thunderbolts was supposed to be like your kind of your Suicide Squad. How it's always like an interchangeable. Yeah. So it's like, I guess not. I guess they're just this new Avengers team. I guess it's going to be Avengers versus X-Men. That's what everyone's saying.
Yeah, the problem is though that like Disney can't kill off its IP. Why would you kill off your IP in case you want to, use them again to make more money? It's like what they did with Star Wars with the Chewbacca thing. I think we've talked about this before.
Oh yeah. Hey, don't worry, guys. You might have thought he died, but
don't worry. We have to make sure that we can sell those Chewbacca action figures.
Yeah. I don't know, dude. It's like, yeah, it's just dumb. I mean, I am kind of glad they didn't like put ads, because I know a lot of people were doing like live streams and like talking about it, and I'm sure like it would have been a pretty shitty like live stream if they're trying to like have a chat with their chat, and then all of a sudden it's like an Arby's ad. It's like, oh yeah, what are you guys thinking? We got the beef.
BK, 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 BK.
Whopper. It's like,
Double, triple, junior, Whopper.
That's off.
Oh God.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like I'm off the train.
Yeah, man, I've been off the train. The train realistically stopped for me when we hit Endgame. When Endgame ended, I have said since the beginning that that should have been it. It should have been the final hurrah. But
there's ways they could have pivoted better.
Yeah,
but then the problem is too, like, not to make this a full on Marvel rant, like they have their release date already in like a year, and they've just now started production. It's like,
right.
Those poor VFX workers.
I know, it's going to be a mess.
It's so bad. Like, obviously DC doesn't have like the best track record, but like they're doing it right. At least they're taking it slow. They're like, the release date is the last thing we're going to worry about. We're going to give everyone enough time to get through the project. When we feel like it's good enough, or like when we feel like it meets our standard, then we'll slap a target date on it.
Mm-hmm.
But nah, they'll never learn. But people are just going to keep showing up, keep dropping off billions of dollars for them. So why change?
Yeah, right. Well, let's pivot and talk about some of these movies. Let's do this tier list.
Yeah, we might as well.
All right. So why don't you run us down? Yeah, why don't you run us down? I guess the categories, and then we'll keep the films, I guess, kind of
a little
secret. Yeah.
So our tiers, we've got best of the decade. Best of the best. We're only not even 5 years in, but we're stamping our claim on them. Then we got below that classics, but not quite elite. So that tier below. The mid tier is different strokes for different folks.
Mm-hmm.
Ones we get, but not for us. What are we doing here? And pee pee poo poo.
Of course.
Tried and true pee pee poo poo.
Mm-hmm.
Now.
Oh, go ahead.
No. I was just gonna say the first film.
It
is in
alphabetical order. Yeah.
Yeah.
Based
on what
one.
I know.
Yes, movie one, After Sun.
Mm-hmm.
After
Sun it's such a good movie that makes you just die inside.
Yeah, I really liked After Sun. I don't think I liked it as much as you did.
Mm.
But like, if you're unfamiliar, After Sun is like this slice of life kind of film where an 11-year-old Scottish girl is on vacation with her father, and they're trying their best to have a good time, and but underneath the surface you can see that there's a lot of issues. She's dealing with, I think, particularly loneliness, struggling with her family being separated, and he's really struggling mentally through a lot of things, but he puts on this front for his daughter to show her a good time. It is devastating. It is really an amazingly shot movie. Very technically well done. A lot of really interesting camera work done. Because the whole thing is sort of presented as a memory of like the older version of the main character, the daughter, reliving her memories of her father through like video and things that she remember. And it's incredible, heartbreaking in many ways.
Especially as like I've seen this multiple times now. It was on my top 25. It still is, but it's just like you see the cracks like early, and then you can watch them just keep widening and widening. And there's so many just memorable moments. The one that always just sticks out to me is when they're like about to go scuba diving, and her dad, Paul Mescal, is like talking to the instructor, and he's like, "Oh, how old are you?" or whatever. And he basically is just like, "Yeah, I didn't think I was gonna make it to 40. Honestly, I didn't think I was gonna make it to 30 either." And it's just like a good glimpse into like how his mental state is just not great. Yeah. But he's like saying it while like kind of chuckling. And you can see like this, like the mask he's trying to wear to like be there, but he's just not.
Yep. Whew. Starting off hot.
It's a devastating end.
Yeah. Oh my God. I really like this movie. I don't know if it is best of the decade for me. But it is certainly at the top of classics, but not quite elite.
Yeah.
I think too, part of the best of the decade for me, part of that requirement is that like I have to want to be able to watch it again.
Yeah.
And this movie, like I've seen it, I don't want to see it again. It was brutal. It was devastating. I just don't want to live it again.
Yeah. And I'll admit too, like the first time I watched it, like I there's stuff I didn't pick up on, and I do think it definitely lends itself better to a rewatch when you know like how it ends. So you start picking up more on like his body language, and like you could see like in that last like kind of dancing, that's kind of like his last ditch effort to be like everything's fine.
Yeah, we're good.
And you can see like he's already kind of lost his daughter. And then the club scene in her memory is just
no. What really got me is the airport at the end.
Yeah, when he's just standing there and he just walks, and you know that he.
That's Anyways, no spoilers.
I think it's fine to spoil it.
Okay, well, we'll do a blanket spoiler alert for all of these movies. So
yeah.
Oh man, that's tough. All right, moving on. Next film,
we got Anatomy of a Fall.
Another excellent.
I'm
movie.
So happy this made it on here.
Yeah,
because Anatomy of a Fall, it's a movie I've only seen once, but it's one of those movies that is just so well made that it's just like I'm glad that other people enjoyed it as much.
Yeah, it is. If you're unfamiliar, it is a legal drama where a wife is accused of murdering her husband by pushing him out of a window. And so the whole film is presenting multiple theories about how this guy died, whether he was pushed, whether he fell, what, all of what happened, and kind of gives us glimpses into their lives and how they weren't always the happiest. And it's really an incredibly gripping legal drama, French film that is both in French and English, which is really unique. And I think also, too, makes it fairly accessible, even though it is a French foreign film, for U.S. users or viewers. Extremely well acted. Sandra Hüller is incredible in this movie. And visually, it looks great. The sound is great. One of the best dog actors out there in this film. It's great. It's phenomenal.
Messy.
Yeah.
Now, the kid, too, Milo Machado Graner, he was really good, too, because he plays blind. I don't know if he's blind in real life.
Yeah, I don't know.
But this whole story comes down to him. And he is more than capable of going up there, and because the adults really just crush their performances, and he does not kind of waver like other kid actors do.
Right.
I kind of feel like this is another classic. I don't know if
it's close, man. This is one. If there's any movie on this list that I think makes a serious, lasting impact on cinema, this one might be up there. But I think it might just be right at the very top of classics. I don't know if it'll be a best of the decade one.
I think, when we start seeing what types of movies we're going to put in there, I think this is probably where it fits.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of wonder if
I really want to put it in best of the decade, though.
See, I don't know if I can get there. I feel like if this was all in English and it did have that just a bit more accessibility, I feel like it would be. But I do like that it is bilingual because it does have... It's more authentic that way.
Yep.
Next up, Anora.
Best Picture winner, Anora. This is really good. I mean, we've talked about it fairly extensively on this podcast. Anora's great. Anora tells a really interesting story. Really great performances. I mean, all around, quite a good film.
Yeah, I feel like we have talked about Anora a lot. I'm really happy too that Mikey Madison is really starting to burst out now. Because I think she's done great work before this, but now she has that name recognition. And her range is just incredible in this. Obviously she has the outgoing side of being a sex worker, but the more emotional moments, specifically towards the end, it's just truly gripping stuff.
No, it is. It's great stuff. Where would you put Anora though? It's again, I don't think this is a best of the decade film.
I don't either. And I don't think. Yeah. I think it's definitely a classic. And I think the other Best Picture winners will probably end up here, but I don't know if this one will. I think this is a classic as well.
Okay.
All right. Next up, my baby. We're gonna
have a fight over this one.
We got Spider. I don't know if we will. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Now, I love Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. I like Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse more.
Yes. I also think that in the grand scheme, this is a film bro film. In the grand scheme. And not like a stereotypical, oh yeah, I'm into film. I watch Interstellar. Chris Nolan's the greatest director of all time. But this is a film that your classic film bro will look at and say, this is amazing. I love this. Is it best of the decade? I don't believe so.
No, because I think this conversation will go more to like the Into the Spider-Verse, but I do think a lot of that conversation goes to like the animation style, how it kind of like changed the way that we view like animated movies too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But this is obviously the sequel, so it's stuck in that like middle ground of not being able to tell a full story, but it does tell like its own completed story.
Mm-hmm.
Which I love. I think the voice acting is still incredible. The animation like still is getting better even. Yeah, man, like everyone knew they brought on just really just crushed it. Like Oscar Isaac.
Yeah.
Let me just make sure I get the full cast list. Yeah, Jason Schwartzman as the Spot, turning what like one of those like kind of goofy villains into like a truly terrifying threat.
Mm-hmm.
Was perfect. Issa Rae, perfect. Yeah, I think this is a classic. I'm fine not putting in best of the decade just because
I just don't think it lives there. I really don't think that, like, when you're talking best of the decade, you're talking a movie that like would transcend a lot of would transcend a lot of what people like, your average goer and also your intense moviegoer, and I just don't think that's that.
All right, next up we got Barbie.
Barbie's interesting.
Yes.
Barbie is good.
Barbie is fun.
Barbie is not memorable.
Damn.
And that's not to be like harsh.
Just cut it down to the core.
Well, the problem with Barbie is that like it's great. I enjoyed watching it when I saw it. It was an awesome experience. Obviously, it made almost $1 billion.
It made well over $1 billion.
It did not make $1 billion. Was it 1.4? Oh, global probably including. Yeah. I just don't have any desire to go back to watching Barbie. I've thought about it multiple times where I've seen it scrolling. I was like, oh yeah, that was a good movie, and then I just keep moving on. I just don't want to see it again. I don't really care enough. Yeah, no, I enjoy it. I don't think it's a bad movie. But I don't think it's top 25 of the decade either.
I think for the purpose of this list, it is exactly what I would expect. Like, it is an insanely popular movie. Obviously, we had Barbenheimer.
Yeah.
Like, but yeah, it's just one of those movies where, you know, we watched it and we enjoyed it, and then we kind of moved on.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I agree. I very much agree with that.
You don't really hear people saying like he's Knuff anymore, or I'm Knuff.
Yeah, no, that was like a 2023 thing, and then as soon as that year ended, that was it. It was like, that's over now.
I will say, What Was I Made For is still a banger, still one of the best songs for a movie, and I'm glad that won the Oscar.
I agree. I can agree with that.
All right, next up,
and I want to do I just want to do a thing. So, just introduce, because we will have a couple in here. How do you feel about doing this? So, if there's anything that's, I guess, below Different Strokes, that mid tier, I would like to introduce an idea where we throw in a name of a film that we think should be included in this, in place of that film.
Okay.
So, but only for the ones that are going in What Are We Doing?
Yeah.
Okay. And obviously Pee Pee Poo Poo. Okay. Anyways, continue.
All right, so next up we got Challengers. So Challengers is a very good movie.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like it kind of had the same type of... It had, like, if you had the Barbie hype and just scaled it back maybe, like, 50%, I kind of feel like this is what Challengers was.
Mm-hmm.
I still love Challengers. I give it like 4.5 stars.
Challengers is a great movie.
Oh yeah.
I just don't believe. I say as I have a Challengers poster on my wall. I don't believe best of the decade.
No, it's definitely not best of the decade.
Classic. Does it fit in with films like Anatomy, After Sun, and Anora? I don't know.
I kind of don't think so.
I don't. Yeah, I'm kind of there with you. I think it's like when you talk about the top 25 most popular films, I think it's sitting in that bottom 20 to 25 range.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like, it's a great movie. It's fun. I love like the storytelling. I love how they made tennis cool.
Mm-hmm.
This whole love triangle, it's super like sexy and thrilling, but I feel like it kind of hurt when it came out. Like, it came out so early in the year last year that so many more movies just came out, and it kind of didn't get left behind, but
it did. Honestly, it did
did
get left behind. It's tough. All right, so are we agreeing on different strokes?
I do.
Okay.
I do indeed.
Now.
Yeah, okay. Here we go. Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yikes. Yeah, trash.
That's pee-pee poo-poo. Yeah, like I was saying, I was, running through my list. It's just, I get it. It's super popular. It made a shit ton of money.
Over $1 billion.
Great. Just did not enjoy a second of it.
I saw it when I saw it in theaters with a packed theater that was into it. It was fun. But like, I saw it again. I don't even remember why I saw it again.
I don't know if it was like a random movie that you had to watch, or
I think it was a random movie generator.
Yeah.
It pulled Deadpool and Wolverine. I watched it again, and man, I hated watching it. I really did. I was just not into it. It was not fun at all.
The jokes just did not hit. It's like, again, maybe I'm just tired of the Ryan Reynolds shtick, but like, it's so annoying too. Like, every 2 seconds, there's like a different needle drop of just like a song that's kind of explaining what's happening.
Yeah.
It's just so
brutal.
Annoying.
All right. So if you had to throw a movie in place of Deadpool and Wolverine that is not on this list, what would you put in?
I mean, geez, if only there was a movie that I used to watch like every day on the treadmill for.
I knew you were going to pull it in.
Yeah. I mean, Top Gun Maverick, I don't know how it didn't make this list.
I have no idea. That seems like the perfect cross-section of great movie and also Letterboxd user movie.
So it just missed out by 3.
I'm going to throw one in there if I had to replace it. Sing Sing. Sing Sing's one of the best films of the decade. Hands down.
Sure. Yeah, definitely not popular, though. That's the problem.
No, not popular, but it's one of the best films of the decade. That should be in there.
It should. If only that a distributor felt the same way.
I'm not going to say anything bad about A24. I'm wearing their hat, and also I do love what they do for film. They just really royally bungled the distribution of Sing Sing.
Yes. All right. Next up, I think we could talk about them together. We got Dune and Dune 2.
Yeah. Once again, a great film bro series.
Yeah. But at the same time, I feel like it's such an easy place for people to be like, you know what? I just didn't watch it.
Yeah,
I just don't get it.
Yeah. No, and that it is definitely tough that way. Look, Dune is good. Dune is a very good film. But to your point, Dune is very confusing, and it spends a lot of time setting up and explaining what's happening in order to get the rest of this franchise rolling.
Yeah.
And it's not bad because of that. I think it does it very, very successfully and very engaging, but it moves slowly because of that.
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't necessarily include it in my 25 if I had to pick 25. Or maybe it's at the very low end of that, 24, 25 range. Dune 2, however, is phenomenal. And I've made it clear how I feel about Dune 2. It is one of my favorite films. I have seen it. I saw it 5 times last year. It's just an incredible feat. Dune ran so Dune 2 could, or Dune walked so Dune 2 could run.
Dune, it did what the first movie should do, and that's build the foundation so that your next movie can soar.
Mm-hmm.
So, I would almost say like Dune should go in kind of like this different strokes.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Because like if I get it, it's kind of like the mandatory watching, kind of like it's kind of like the instruction manual of the Dunes, and it's just like, okay, you kind of get it. Like, here's the politics that's happening. Yeah, it's a lot. But don't worry, we're going to end it with some big explosions and some nice fights. And then Dune 2 is going to come out in a couple years, and it's all going to be fights.
It's going to rock your shit.
Where there's going to be this dude who's going to see it 30 times in IMAX, and he's going to love it. And that's our whole marketing strategy.
Don't worry.
Don't you worry.
And then people are going to debate if he actually watched the movie 30 times.
I didn't even see that, but it's funny because now like I follow him on Letterboxd, and it's funny seeing how he rates other movies. He just might be a big Timothy
you follow
Chalamet.
him on Letterboxd?
Yeah, I found him on Letterboxd. I think he's just a big Timmy fan.
I follow him on Twitter, and I see him every so often. He's like, I've seen this movie 8 times. I'm like, Jesus, dude.
It is fun seeing him like when you can I don't know if he'll ever do like that again, but when he's gearing up for like a run like that,
I know he'll do that again.
Oh, he'll do it for Dune Messiah.
Yeah, there you go.
But like when he's just like round 1.
Yeah, you're like, here we go.
All right. Let's see how long this one going.
It's like that GTA meme. Like, oh shit, here we go again. Oh man. All right. Let's move on to the next one.
We got Everything, Everywhere, All at Once.
Incredible film.
Incredible. I wanted to rewatch it because I hadn't seen it since it came out.
Mm-hmm.
And, man, it's incredible. Especially, I know I put it in my Letterboxd review. Like, the last 40 minutes is just the most beautiful, heartfelt storytelling after the most like zany, fun adventure you go on.
This is a movie that takes sci-fi and spins it on its head.
Mm-hmm.
It's so interesting what it does to the genre. It's so unique, and the story is well thought out.
Mm-hmm.
It's got great acting across the board.
Phenomenal acting.
There's just something that is really works with this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, it's goofy when it needs to be, but it's actually got some intense action, some great comedic moments, some real heartfelt dramatic beats.
Mm-hmm.
It's excellent.
The visuals
I personally, yes, and the visuals are great. I would put this in best of the decade.
Oh, same. I was going to fight you on this if you disagreed.
No, I think, because of how unique it is, it and how much it takes that genre and redefines what it could be. Like, I saw this movie and was like, oh, I've never even thought that something like sci-fi could do this. That's an incredible feat in the year 2023 when this came out.
Especially in a world where like so many movies like with Marvel are trying to do like multiverse stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They just do it in a way that makes sense. They don't try to overcomplicate it. It's just like, yeah, there's alternate realities than the one we're living in, and all you can really do is just kind of like channel like your skills there. It's not like you can bring that person in and it's another Michelle Yeoh.
Yeah.
I will say there are a couple times that I got a little confused with what was happening. Even on a rewatch, I was like, wait, is this it? What is real and what's not? But still, it wasn't like, oh, this ruins the movie.
Yeah. You just kind of let it roll and you'll get there.
Yeah. Next up, we got Glass Onion, A Knives Out Story.
Interesting addition to this list.
This is surprising. And this would it be surprising to tell you that this was not even like the last one in?
Yeah.
This is like firmly in the middle.
This is weird. I mean,
it's
Glass
a good
Onion's
movie.
fun. Yeah, it's a
movie,
fun.
yeah.
It's not as good as Knives Out.
Yeah.
But it is a fun murder mystery, with a unique setting. I think.
Is it even a
also-
murder mystery? Because like I guess it is. Because what's her name? Janelle Monáe is technically a twin, and the first twin got killed.
Yeah. No,
Which
it
kinda
is
set off
really.
everything.
Yeah, it is definitely an interesting one.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I like the whole ensemble cast.
Yep.
It's definitely a lot goofier than the first.
For sure.
Which I like when they kind of let the reins off Daniel Craig and kind of just they let him have
Let
fun.
him go. Yeah.
But
best of the top 25 though.
No. This is kind
No.
of like a what are we doing here for me?
Yeah, I agree with that.
Because
where
it's a good movie, but I don't think it's a top 25 of the decade or
No.
top like popular.
Okay, so if you had to replace this film with a film, what would it be? I got one for you while you look.
Go for it.
Yeah. How about a Scorsese, Killers of the Flower Moon? That's not here.
Yeah. I think again, I don't know how many people sat through it. That's not a film, bro. That's a cinephile movie. I'll put it like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you're not deeply in love with movies, I don't know if you're seeking that one out.
But incredible film.
Incredible film, yeah. I think I would maybe do Avatar: The Way of Water.
Interesting. Not one I've seen.
I don't know how. Like
I tell
those
you what,
movies are still a spectacle to behold.
Oh yeah, no, I enjoyed watching Avatar a lot. When we were kids, we would watch Avatar at home as like a family movie night, and that was like a whole deal. And then Avatar: Way of Water came out, and I don't know, for some reason, like, how long is it? Oh, it's over 3 hours. I don't want that.
Yeah, there are definitely times where it drags, but it's still like it's more stunning to look at.
Yeah,
of all the effects they put in.
Yeah.
Inside Out 2.
This is, I think, kind of the same deal as Glass Onion, where it's like, yeah, this is a good movie from last year. It wasn't as good as Inside Out.
Yeah.
But
I
it was
get
fun.
why it's here too. Like, it's a
Yeah.
family movie, you know, you're going to take your kids, you might it's honestly a great date movie too.
Mhm.
You know, bring your girlfriend, bring your boyfriend, bring your significant other, just have a nice night out.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's if you've seen the first, you've seen this one and just like kind of lowered the expectations.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'll put it in what are we doing? I honestly don't think, like, if I'm looking at this as like, I know we pulled the popularity from Letterboxd, but this, I think the popularity part of it also gives us a bit of a cross section of like what people believe are some of the best films or at least the things that people are going out to see. If I had to then put together a top 25, I would not include Inside Out 2 on that list. So what are we doing here is kind of my feeling on it. If I had to choose a film to replace that, do you have one? I have one.
You go first.
Yeah, I'll take 1001, which is the Tiana Taylor film about motherhood, her trying to raise her son over the course of his life while they live below the poverty line in urban New York City. Fantastic film. One of the best performances of the decade from Tiana Taylor. Really, really amazing. I will stand up for that film wholeheartedly.
It's funny. I'm taking another 2022 movie. I'm going to take Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio.
I knew you were going to take that.
Yeah, at some point. Because that's a great, stop motion animated movie. Especially in a year when we got the Disney's version with Tom Hanks, and it was a monstrosity. Just a great, beautiful story. And it like adds to the lore in ways that it's not like you're just watching the same movie over and over again. So I would add that one. All right,
cool.
Next up.
All right. Yep.
We got Spider-Man No Way Home.
I can tell you exactly why this movie is on this list.
It's the same reason as Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yep, the nostalgia beat.
Yeah, man, it's so funny because like once I know we talked about it when we did our Marvel ranking, but like as soon as you take that out, like when the cat's out of the bag that Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire in this movie, and like obviously you know that Doc Ock and
all of the old villains, yeah.
It's like all right.
It loses its luster pretty quickly.
Yeah, it's not like a great story by any means.
Mm-hmm.
It's
not a bad story, but it
bad.
focuses a lot more on the nostalgia than it does anything else.
Yeah. I wouldn't say it's like a disappointing Spider-Man movie, but because I feel like it at least gave closure to the other Spider-Man, especially given like how there was supposed to be a Spider-Man 4 for Tobey Maguire and then Amazing Spider-Man 3 for Andrew. So it was nice to see them get one more time on screen, but we know the Marvel machine's going to pluck them back for
for
Avengers.
something.
They're going to be in Secret Wars or Doomsday. I fucking know it.
Oh, God.
I get why it's here. Like, but I don't particularly.
Yeah, it's definitely a what are we doing pick. And that means I have to pick one that's going to replace it. Shit. That I think I've been going very pretentious on my picks so far. And I'm going to keep that streak up. The Eight Mountains, Le Alta Montagna, which is an Italian film about friendship. About these two friends who are lifelong friends, and they spend their lives together. Over the course of 4 decades, they interweave between each other's lives, and it's built around this them creating this cabin in the Italian Alps, and it's great. I love it. I think it's a great film.
Yeah, I should have sorted the list by my rating instead of trying to just sort through the popularity and try to find one I liked.
I did that. I did my ratings.
Because there's a very notable omission by me. Godzilla -1.
Yeah, thank you. There you go.
That movie is awesome. It's made for like no budget. It's got incredible visual effects. Won the Oscar for it. It's got this incredible human story to go with the obviously monster of it. characters you really, really just emotionally connect to. Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah. All right, next. Let's move on.
All right, next up we got Nope.
Nope's great. I haven't
Nope.
seen Nope in a while.
When I did my article for like the best horror movies of the decade, I put Nope number 1.
It's a really good horror movie.
Yes. Jordan Poole is Nope.
Jordan Poole is a basketball player for the Wizards.
I always do this. Jordan Peele.
Thank you.
Jordan Peele is an incredible director. Even though he only has the 3 movies out, they're all bangers. And I think Get Out is obviously probably his most famous, but I think Nope might be his best.
It's really great.
The way it touches on, like families and generational trauma and our need for, or I guess it's just more trauma based, but it's great. It's got an awesome, like alien too.
Yeah.
Jean jacket. I just think this is a classic.
Yeah, it's definitely not best of the decade, but it is definitely a classic.
I can't believe I said Jordan Poole. I hate myself.
That's hilarious. As the horror guy, and it took me a second too. You said Jordan Poole, and I had to think it's like
at least I caught it
Poole.
myself.
Yeah, I was sitting there like that's not his name's not Jordan Poole. And then you caught yourself like, oh my god. Oh boy, wow, my hair's fucking nuts. Woo!
Yeah. See, when I take my beanie off, I got my nice curls. When you take your beanie off, you got a fro.
I got like Ancient Aliens guy. There's aliens!
It's a good thing we're not recording video for this.
Oh, dude. That's rough. That's rough.
Yeah, this is what happens when we don't got Sam.
Yeah, I know.
Next up,
All
we
right,
got
next.
another
We're
one.
in an hour and 12 in. We still have so many movies to go through.
Yeah. All right, next up, we got Nosferatu. I'm
No-
a little surprised it made the list. But
Yeah, it's really good, but I don't think that Nosferatu is a best or is like a top 25 of the decade kind of good. It's really cool. Robert Eggers does a really great job in this movie. But I think it's a little out there. I'm surprised it's here.
I think it's definitely one of the best kind of like, I don't know if you would say creature feature or monster movie. It's definitely one of the best we've had in a while. And I mean, Robert Eggers is like the perfect person who would, like, he doesn't take a single shortcut when he takes his films. Like, if he's going to have a movie take place in Transylvania, he's getting on a jet, he's going there. So like, and all that care just shows up on screen. He got the best out of his cast. I mean, Bill Skarsgård is, honestly, if you told me that, if I just woke up from a coma and you told me Bill Skarsgård won the Oscar for this, I would have been like, duh.
Yeah, right.
I mean, I think this is a different strokes.
Yeah. Yep. I agree with that. I'm fully on board on that.
But I mean, before we had a category for the freaks, and I feel like it would have been one movie in that, and it would have been
Nosferatu. Well, no, there would have been 2. It's the third one from next.
Oh, fair.
Yeah.
Right.
There you go.
Next up, we got Oppenheimer.
I think we can just put this in best of the decade. Oppenheimer, I know it's just a stereotypical pick, but Oppenheimer is incredible, really.
Masterpiece
It is
filmmaking.
Yeah, it is the culmination of a man's life dedicated to film, as of this point, and it is a 3-hour sprawling epic, that historical drama that people went out to see. It made over $1 billion, and it was an event film that was. I don't know if we'll see something like this again this decade.
Yeah,
it's just incredible.
I mean, I think we will with his next movie, The Odyssey, but
maybe.
Yeah, so that's best of the decade. Moving on, we got Past Lives.
Now this
is
honestly, I have been thinking about this the whole podcast, and I firmly believe this might be a best of the decade run.
I'm so happy you said this because I was fully ready to have my heart broken, but Past Lives is so good.
It rocks.
It's so good. The way I was thinking about this movie all day because I knew like obviously we put together this tier, put together like a Letterboxd list to make a ranking. And like I knew this movie would come up, and I was just thinking about the way it made me feel. Because I've seen it 3 times, but the first time I saw it, it was when I was single, and the next time I saw it, I was with Aaryn.
Ooh,
and
wow.
just in those 2 different viewings, you get 2 completely different like emotions watching this.
Interesting.
It's just the way Celine Song is able to like capture the intricacies of like this romance, and it's just beautiful and heartbreaking. The idea that like we have lived our lives like 1,000 times over, and the people who are so important to us are the ones who just keep appearing in our lives is such a beautiful idea. And yeah. It's this one I would have fought on, but I'm glad we agree.
Yeah, no, I genuinely think it might be.
Yeah, Past Lives for best of the decade. Next up, we got Poor Things.
This is a tough one.
Yeah, Poor Things.
This is a really tough
movie.
one because it is excellent, but it is also one that I feel like since I saw it, have kind of kept it almost at arm's distance of like, I don't really care to think about it or watch it again. It's again a really interesting twist on the steampunk kind of genre.
Aesthetic.
Yeah, and interesting sci-fi story, but really out there. I mean, really, really out there. And I just don't... I think highest for me it goes in classics. I'm more apt to put it in Different Strokes.
I was going to say Different Strokes. I mean, because
Yeah.
at its core, it is telling like a very strong message. But it is kind of fascinating to me that enough people watched it for it to be like in this popularity tier.
Yeah. And also, for all the great things it does, I think, too, it is a bit gratuitous when it comes to the sex and the nudity that, like, it's like, okay, where are we going
before
with this?
you watched it, I tried to give you a warning, like, yeah, just be prepared. Whatever you think, it's a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
And then you came back and you were like, yeah, that was
wild.
That was a lot.
Yeah.
But I liked Emma Stone in it. I thought she was really good.
Oh, her performance was great.
And I liked Mark Ruffalo in it too. Because I think that was like him, really breaking out of the Marvel shell and getting to be just goofy. And the clip of him like circulates every so often of like kind of breaking character and like looking into the camera.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, it's so good.
Like he like loses his accent halfway through. And like any other actor, it's just like, okay, this is just bad acting. But for him, it's just like smart.
For that character, it works.
Exactly. It's just like, yeah, it's Mark. It's Marky Mark. It's not Marky Mark, but it's just Marky
No,
Mark.
it's not Marky Mark.
All right. Next up, we got Soul. Soul is beautiful.
Perfect.
We talked about it already. I mean, but I know I listened back to our Pixar tier list too, just to hear back to what you said, and yeah, man, it's such a beautiful movie.
It is one of the best things. I mean, I have an affinity for music, as well, but like it is incredible. It's just one of those films that really sticks with you, and to do that as an animated film is really impressive. I wish I had been able to see this on the big screen back in last year when they re-released it. It's just a very moving story, excellently made. It's just awesome. Best of the decade.
Yeah, man. It's just a beautiful movie that just reminds you to really love life. Next up, The Substance. This is another one. I'm very surprised it made it onto the top 25 for most popular, and I'm really happy it did too. Because this is another one that would have been for the freaks.
Yeah, this might be the one where we have a real debate. I don't know if it's good. I like The Substance a lot. I don't think it's here. I think it's What Are We Doing?
I think it's Different Strokes.
I think it rides that line, right? Like
it really does.
I feel
it's
like
top tier or bottom.
If I were to look at horror in the 2020s, I mean, this did a lot. I mean, obviously being nominated for Best Picture, being a front runner for Best Actress for a lot of the time, it did a lot.
Winning
but
Best
like
Makeup.
as far as pure quality, it is below Nosferatu. It definitely below Nope. And there are films that I think are better. The better horror out there that are not on this list. I don't know. It's tough because, like I said, I think
would also
it
say it's
rides
better
that
than
line.
Glass Onion. Like
Yeah.
I feel like Glass Onion just didn't have that much staying power.
Okay.
So I feel like it's kind of that. It is like I feel like it's lower end Different Strokes.
Okay. I can live with that.
It has good messaging behind it, and it gets fucking wild as all hell.
Yeah, I can live with that.
All right, next up, we got The Batman.
The Batman is very good.
The Batman is awesome. I think
Yes.
this is one of the best comic book movies to come out recently.
Yes.
And I think this is probably the best Batman movie. Live action.
That's a debate. The Dark Knight, I think, has a beat.
I don't know, man.
That's a debate for a different time.
Yeah, we don't have the time for it. I think it's definitely a classic. But just the way, like Robert Pattinson, I know like when it was announced that he was going to become the Batman, it was very much like a little hesitancy because people were like, they can't get the image of him as Edward out of their head. But he is just matured so much as an actor. He is like probably the best actor, like in his age range right now. And he is just incredible in the role. Everyone in support, like Zoe Kravitz, Colin Farrell, Paul Dano, they're just awesome. Jeffrey Wright too, is awesome.
And I like too that it kind of returns to the classic like detective style.
Exactly.
It's very film noir,
Yes.
but with Batman as the detective, which I think is much better than like just being superhero with shades. Like this is a movie where it's like, all right, Marvel, take notes. Like make a movie that is a genre with a story that features superheroes instead of a superhero movie that features semblance of a story.
Yeah, and I think, that's really what will separate these from like a No Way Home and a Deadpool. Is that those are superhero movies with comedy and sci-fi elements as opposed to a detective movie with Batman.
Right.
So next up, we got The Holdovers.
I'm so happy.
So, to be fair, the 3 movies that we knocked out are the reason that the holdovers are here.
But the Holdovers rocks.
The Holdovers is a great fucking movie, man. It's every time, like the November movie draft, the Christmas movie draft, we drafted a high and we called it a Christmas classic already.
Oh, it's this is a movie I could watch at any time. It's so fun.
A warm sweater movie,
and it has that 70s feel and vibe, and I love it, man. I love it so much.
It's a movie
it makes me
like,
happy.
You've had like a shitty day, like it's raining, and you had a bad day at work, you had a bad day at school, you've been sitting in traffic for like an hour, and as soon as you get home, this movie's just standing there. Just wraps its arms around you, and it gives you a nice big old hug, and you just feel the weight of the world off of you.
And on the flip side of that too, this is the type of movie where, like, in the wintertime, it's snowy, there's a blizzard
like
going on outside, but you're sitting next to the fire, you got a roaring fire in your fireplace, you got hot cocoa, and you sit down on the couch and you put on the Holdovers, and everything's okay. Like, you could not be happier in that moment. And I'm getting like, I'm feeling warm inside talking about it.
Yeah.
That said, this is not a best of the decade.
Yeah, I think I thought I was going to have to fight you on this. I was going to say, I don't think Holdovers is maybe at the top of the classics.
Yes, it is. I think it is slightly limited by the fact that it is centered around the holidays. So many people may not be able to take it all year round. I can. I'll watch it all year round. But like, as far as Christmas movies go, it is. Yeah, you can't beat it.
Yeah.
Next.
All right, next up, we have The Menu.
This is an interesting one.
Yeah. And I think the reason it's popped up, I mean, all these movies have like millions of views, so it's not like one certain trend is causing a movie to pop up. But I do feel like this movie has kind of spawned like, not copies, but like the whole idea of like, it's a very much eat the rich type of movie.
Yeah.
Which has definitely been the trend recently. Because, reality check, the world sucks.
Yeah.
And I watched it again last night, and at first I'd given it like a 3.5, but then I rewatched it and I just found a bit more enjoyment in it this time. I don't know if I would say it's a top 25 movie though, but I think like Ralph Fiennes is delivering like, he's one of the best actors ever, man. Like he's
excellent.
Like he's just so perfectly evil in this, but like he's like a man with his own like morals that just aren't right, but like he at least is sticking to them.
You understand it.
And he's in a room with people with worse morals, so it's like you kind of are rooting for him, even though like his whole plan is to kill this entire room. And his entire
to
staff,
murder people.
His entire staff too, which I feel like is probably the worst part of the movie. Is like all these people have been working for him, and then it's just like, "Hey guys, thanks for your service.
Goodbye.
We're all gonna just explode tonight."
Yeah, I also think too, like once it starts to delve away from the food part of it, like when they do the hunts out in the wilderness or whatever, that part is like kind of loses me a little bit when it focuses in on like the particularities of the menu and why things were chosen and that kind of like dialogue between the people and all of that kind of stuff. It really works. But
it's a very smart movie in that sense too.
Yes.
The way
I would put it in. Yes, I would put it in. What Are We Doing?
I was gonna say I feel like this is kind of like a What Are We Doing movie.
But it's close.
It's better than the rest of these, I would say.
Yeah. All right. If you had to replace it, I have one. Yeah. One of my favorite musicals of.
I was gonna say if you don't take it, I was gonna do it.
Is Tick Tick Boom.
Yeah,
I can't not put Tick Tick Boom in there.
Man, it's not gonna find another one.
I have one that I have surprised you have not. I have two actually that I'm surprised you haven't.
I got one already. So
okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna take another animated movie. I'm taking Puss in Boots: The Last Wish.
Wow, that is not what I thought you were gonna go with.
Well, I'm sure we'll have another opportunity soon, but Puss in Boots, I think that is just... I thought it was one of the best movies of 2023, or 2022, sorry. And it's an article I never got around to writing, but it was like this whole theme of the year just about accepting death and kind of living life. But I feel like this was packaged in such an interesting way. Like, the voice acting was great. The introduction of death as a character was awesome. Like, he was so menacing and terrifying. And just this whole journey was fun. So I'd add Puss in Boots.
All right, next. Last two here.
Yeah, we got Wicked. Not surprised.
Yeah, Wicked.
Wicked's fine.
Yeah, I think it probably deserves to be in the top 25 because of its cultural impact, much like Barbie. I think it's on that. I think it's on that kind of level.
I'll put it right next to it.
Yeah. It's a good movie. I enjoyed it. Some people didn't enjoy it as much. I enjoyed it. But I also have an affinity for musicals. I thought Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande delivered incredible performances. The story was engaging. The sets were beautiful. All of the practical sets that they used. So I liked it. I had a good time with it. It's probably, like, when you look at the historical impact of a movie like this, it'll be on the low end of that. It'll bring it up into the low end of that top 25 of the decade.
Yeah. I feel like it's something if we had grown up more with, like, the theater, I feel like it's a movie we would have loved more. But
yeah. All right, and then finally,
we have X.
This is a very surprising inclusion.
Well, it was one of those movies that because we moved the goalposts a bit, it got included. I personally love X. I think it's a great throwback to, like, those 80s slashers. But it definitely, like, it tells, like, a great modern story too, with promiscuity and I mean, it's kind of weird how, like, A24 does love throwing in, like, the naked old people, but I think the cast does a really good job, and it obviously spawned A24's first franchise. Even if they didn't really land the boat well, it was still a great, just fun slasher. Yeah, I'm definitely surprised it was a top 25 most popular of the decade, though.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is this a top 25 film, or is this just a good film? Like, I'm not big on X. I also haven't seen it since I initially saw it and didn't really particularly enjoy it, so I know I have to go and revisit it, maybe with looking at it from a different lens.
I've always been a bit higher on Pearl, which,
yeah,
I mean, we'll get to it at the end, because there was a couple movies we omitted. I had Pearl as one of them, but I always favored Pearl a bit more, but X is good, but I think it might fit in the what are we doing here.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that. I could probably agree to that notion. Okay, well, if you had to replace X, what are you replacing it with?
Let's see. What are my top rated movies left? If you have one, you can go.
I might.
I have mine now.
Okay, yeah, no, I have one. I'm gonna go with Rye Lane, the rom-com, one of the better rom-coms to come out this decade.
Yeah.
It's a great film. I've got two here that stand out for me, for you.
Well, I'm going with Worst Person in the World.
Whoa!
That is
Okay.
It's a great movie. It's like a coming of age movie, but for adults, which I think is a genre that should get a lot more attention. Because it's like this whole idea of like this woman who's still like in her mid to late 20s, who doesn't really have a good idea of what she wants to do, and she's still trying to navigate through her life. And like she's making decisions and it's hurting people, and she has to live with those consequences. And it's just such a fascinating look at life. It's a very somber movie too.
Yeah. No,
what movies were you thinking of?
Well, first off, before I go through those, I just want to highlight too the film We Grown Now, which I did not include, but it is an excellent film. Almost Florida Project-esque, where it's like tells the story of these two kids living in the projects, growing up poor, but trying to live a good life in spite of that and have fun. But it's told mainly from the perspective of the children, where Florida Project kind of, you get to see it through the lens of the child and see the adults struggle. This is more, it's very similar, but kind of the perspective is a little different. Anyways, the ones that I thought for you that I'm surprised. First one, I guess not as surprised, is Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely love Dead Reckoning, but
yeah. So, but I figured maybe that you would choose that one. The one I'm really surprised you didn't go with was Iron Claw.
That was the one I was kind of balancing between. But that and like All of Us Strangers 2 were right next to each other. And I was like, you know what? Let me go with this one instead.
Yeah. All right. Fair. So it was at least on your radar. I kept waiting for you to say the Iron Claw, and it wasn't coming.
Yeah.
Anyways, all right. Let's wrap this up.
I do just want to point out the 4 movies that were the most popular that we just didn't have time to watch. One of us didn't have time to watch, or the other. Saltburn, Longlegs, Pearl, and Don't Look Up.
Yep.
I saw most of them.
I didn't see Saltburn, Pearl, and Don't Look Up.
Yeah, I didn't see Don't Look Up either.
Yeah, and I just didn't have the time or the need to watch Pearl or the interest to watch Saltburn. But anyways, all right, let's wrap this episode up. You'll see this on Twitter, but if you like this episode, leave a rating, subscribe, follow us on your favorite podcast platform. This was a long one, even though it was just the two of us. This one ran particularly long, but it was a lot of fun to do. Yes. So tell your friends about it, like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. And if you can follow us on our website, firstpicturehouse.com. You can follow us on socials. Those will be linked in the show notes below. And you can follow us on Letterboxd. Each of us individually, you can see what we're watching when we're watching it. You don't have to wait for each episode to hear us run them down. You can find out right away. And now, as we always end each episode, Connor, we got to do a random movie. Is there a genre, decade you would prefer?
I forget. I think I got last time was Spaceball. So yeah. You know what's so funny too? Not to make this go even longer. I asked my dad, because he has a big movie collection, if he had Spaceballs, and he was like, "Nah, never liked it." And I was like, "You know what? I'm glad I got it from somewhere."
Yeah, right.
But I will give me 80s.
80s.
Any genre.
Any genre from the 80s. All right. You have Superman 2. Do you want a different one?
No. I'll take Superman 2, but I think it's just so funny that when we went to go find our movies at the movie guy, I kept looking for the original Superman, couldn't find it, but I saw 30 copies of Superman 2. I was like, I can't get this without the original.
Without Superman. All right, I'm going to do just another 70s movie. I know I have to watch Killing of a Chinese Bookie, but which I will get to. All right. Oh man, you could not write a better script. It's Jaws.
Yeah.
I love it. All right. Well, we'll see you next time on the Film Box Podcast.
Peace out.